All right, today what we're talking about is vertical and horizontal lines. We already should know the difference between the two, hopefully. Does everybody know the difference between vertical and horizontal?
Yes.
Vertical is what?
Up and down.
Up and down, okay.
Horizontal, like straight.
Straight across, okay. So the only two types of lines we're talking about today are vertical, which is up and down, and horizontal, which is straight across, left to right, vertical, up and down. Now, something we have talked about before is what their slopes are. It's been a little while, but I'll give you a hint. I'll give you the words, but you're going to tell me which one's which. One of these is undefined, and one of them is 0. What do y'all remember? Vertical lines are what? Undefined. So this blank right here is they have undefined slopes. Horizontal lines have a slope of 0. We have talked about that before. Today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the actual equation. Y'all, this is it. This is so easy. There's really not a whole lot I can do with this, which is why I only have 3 examples for this and then 3 examples for the bottom. But this is very easy. The equation for a horizontal line always starts with y equals, and then some random number goes right here. That's it. Y equals 2. Y equals 8. Y equals -4, whatever, but it's going to be y equals and then a number. So here's how you find out what number it is. You look at your graph. Here is my horizontal line. You look at your y-axis. That would be this one. And you see what number is this line going through? 5. So my equation for this line is simply y equals 5. That's it. That is literally all there is to it. Okay, now it's not like last week when we were talking about y equals mx plus b. Horizontal lines are just y equals and then a number. That's it. Okay, if you look at the second graph, look at your y-axis. See the number that it's going through? 2. So the equation for this line is simply y equals 2. That is it. Okay, and then you look at your last one. This horizontal line is going down here through, what number is that? -4, so the equation is just y equals -4. I cannot make this any harder than that is right there. All you have to do is remember horizontal lines, y equals, and then some number. And here's how you find that number. You look at your y-axis, see what it's going through. Y-axis, see what it's going through. Okay? Second thing, and y'all, we're almost done. That's all there is to this. The equation for a vertical line is a little bit different. It starts with x equals, and then it's some random number. Do you know why it starts with x equals? Because what you are looking at now is your x-axis. That would be this one right here. Look at your x-axis and see what number are we going through? 3. So the equation for this line is just x equals 3. That's it. Okay, look at this second example. Here's my line right here. Looking at my x-axis. What number am I going through? -3. So my equation is x equals -3. It's very, very easy. And then the last one, for some reason I did another example of the same number, but that's okay. Looking at the line, and on my x-axis, that would be this one. What number is it going through? 3. So this equation is, again, x equals 3. The hardest part about this for my students is getting them mixed up. Getting the x's and the y's mixed up. I don't know how to tell you to separate them in your mind, but you have to figure out a way. Personally, for me, what I do is what I think is, okay, looking at my y-axis, so this must be y equals. On this one, I'm looking at my x-axis, so this must be x equals. I don't care how you get those separate in your mind, but I know you'll get those mixed up at one time or another. Try not to. Okay, you have to remember x is vertical, y is horizontal. Now, for today's Kahoot, I suggest leaving this out on your desk so you can see it, because occasionally I'm going to go back and forth between horizontal and vertical, and for some of you, you're going to get confused. If you have this right here, you shouldn't get confused.